everybody, welcome to the Rebels ARCA series. And tonight we're at Dover Raceway. It used to be called Dover Downs, I think it still is. For some reason they changed it to Dover Raceway. We're here. And we got a big old field, and we got to get there quick. We got almost 30 daggum drivers. So, on the pole, Chuck Pegleg Pole Award winner is Daniel Pope II outside the front row. Jonathan Cofield, Mike Cossack starting third, starting fourth, Josh Oswald starting fifth, Billy Binkley Jr. starting sixth, Andy Curran starting seventh, Ken Hundley starting eighth, Matt Clevin starting ninth, Steve McDonald starting 10th, Michael Nash starting 12th, is Alan Renecki starting 13th, Aaron Johnson 14th, Jason Lodge, Brandon Pollock starting 15th, 16th, Thomas Sly 17th, Travis Hammer 18th, Dave Jones 19th, Tyler Rice 20th, Mickey Eisen 21st, Ray Page 22nd, Brandon Wallace 23rd, William Griffin 24th, Aaron Kender starting 25th is Jason Warren 26th, Daniel Cunningham 27th, Chris Reese 28th, Chuck Phillips himself, and Greg Roman bring up the real field in 29th place. Congratulations, Daniel Pope on Chuck Pegleg Pole Award winner. Why it's at 75, that's his number. Anyway, standings, let's talk about it. First race of the playoffs is playoff race number 1. So these drivers right here looking to lock themselves into the next round to win. Jonathan Cofield, Mike Cossack, good race. Keep that points lead up on the top. Cofield see with 6 bonus points from his wins this season. Mike Cossack, Al Renecki, Jason Warren, and Jason Lottridge, Greg Froning, all tied for second place. You got Stephen McDonald, William Griffin, Josh Oswald, Brandon Wallace, Tyler Rice, and Brandon Pollock. So ready to get these playoffs started, and what a race to get it all started with 29 drivers, quite a few which have yet to run a race all season. So if you're a playoff driver, you got to feeling a little bit nervous, but they're good drivers. We're going to see how it all plays out. Hopefully, some long green flag runs now. Taking green flag there with Pope on the field here, front row. Pope is going to have control of the restart. Green drops. Pope's going to have just a slight edge as it goes down into turn number 1. Cofield can go to the inside and get Daniel Pope the big cars in the middle of the pack. Dover Raceway, one of the most fun tracks on the circuit. Real long sweeping turns, a lot of speed. Trying to drive down in the course like you're driving down a damn elevator. In the middle of the track and drive all straight as you can. That's where all your speed. So side-by-side racing, while possible, can be incredibly difficult. You can lose your lifetime a lot like Darlington. So watch back here in the 19. No neck, faster pair. Machine looking to the inside of the 23 of Aaron Agtop. There you go. Run off the corner, being just strong at 19, really pushing the entry of the corner. That's going to hurt you later on in the run if you abuse that too much. But we'll see how it all plays out. Up front, though, Daniel Pope setting down a blazing fast lap. Jonathan Cofield by the line. Machine been not dominant. I think last season he was a little bit more dominant, and because of his internet issues, not able to make the final four this year. He's deserving to get that done. He's done all the right things so far. Won the regular season, 3 wins on the season, like anybody else has more than one. So starting off playoff race number 1, pretty good. Running second place behind Daniel Pope. Right here, check on this battle between Chris Reese and Dave Jones. Dave Jones in the White Castle number 10 machine. He's getting passed by Chris Reese. tires that bottom side really, really strong. Get up. Get up in that hot line. You really don't want to stay up there. You want to get up there in the middle of the corner. You really want to be on the bottom on entry, slide up the track, and then right down at the exit. Right now, our leader, most likely not having any issues doing that. It's going for John Phillips and Lucas. Seeing the proper line. So you have to wheel it a little bit. You're speeding in that on the dropping right down to the bottom. Just a little bit, getting back on the gas, trying to get down on the bottom of the corner. Gosh, it's such a fun track. Love to be racing this one. To go good this running a little bit low. I feel like Pope could be a little bit faster than these. Staying in the gas. Push up off the corner a little bit. Both lines seem to be working really well. Really trying to get down to the apron. Seems to be gaining a little bit of speed. We'll see if they can do anything with Daniel when he gets there. Let's catch him. The way this track is and how fast it is, one mistake finds you in a hornet's nest. You'll be losing a ton of spots. So don't want to make any mistakes. One little bobble, having to get out of the gas. Guys will be on you in a heartbeat. So we're looking at Thomas Sly, Garrett Kinder. Side by side with Tyler Rice, the 6 car. Making some moves, but Garrett Kinder, he is the biggest mover so far at 7 spots. So it started in the back. We'll have a little bit of fun after a cooling Grand National race in Texas, Legacy, Texas, run on the old track. Start from the back and see how that goes. Go up front though, got a battle for the lead. Jonathan Cofield, after 12 laps, has gotten to the back bumper of Daniel Pope. Gonna look down the inside, gonna make his move. Pope gonna run the hot line, gonna go ahead and let him go. That's a smart move, I think. Get a run down off the corner, trying to lose as little time as possible and help facilitate that pass. And Cofield now out to the lead. Get those precious bonus points for getting out there leading a lap. If you can lead the most, that could be very, very beneficial. As his teammate starting to creep up here as well. Michael Kostick sitting second in the points tied. He has had a fantastic season. Maybe not as good as his teammate, but man, don't count him out. I fully expect to see him in the Final Four. He's fast everywhere. And tonight, showing that strength. These Bandit guys have been really, really strong. There's a lot going on this track. It's going to be hard for me to get everybody in, get everybody on camera. There's some racing everywhere that's going to check out. Aaron Adcock, who is also on the moved up a couple spots. He's driving the back bumper. Ken Huntley. Decals on that 02 Kent Huntley machine. Check out the sponsor for the 87 Richard Cup Series, led by David Jones. So that's pretty awesome. Definitely adds some legitimacy of that series. One of the most fun. I think the ARCA series is probably the most competitive, most fun series we have. Full fields, a lot of good racing. We say right now 18 laps of green light racing. And that 87 series, it's got a lot of potential. In my opinion, one of the best cars on the service. Falling back just a little bit, so I'm able to lose a couple spots there in that Bud machine. That's your winner from tonight's Grand National race. Good race there. Able to get up front, take the lead with about 20 laps to go, and move it all the way home. Oh, we got somebody in the wall. It's like Thomas Sly. everybody able to avoid him as he got into the wall. We're going to start to see a lot of that as these tires start to wear out and these guys start four-wheel sliding off the corner. That wall comes up fast, especially off turn 2. Lost quite a few spots there in the last lap or so, getting a little bit high off the corner. Trying to be careful though. Thought about going down to the inside, not quite there. Ray Page shut the door. He has to get out of the gas, get on the brakes. 22 laps in at 125, already got a good showing go on. These Bandit Motorsports guys are on a roll as they are nose to tail here. Costin got to the back bumper of his teammate. Already in a little gap here on the 16 that's behind him. So Michael Costin looking really, really strong. It looks like 58, Jonathan Cofield sees that, lets his teammate on through, gets back in line. And now Michael Costin is your leader at lap 24, so make quick work of those two spots. Definitely showing a lot of long run speed. Ken Huntley, Aaron Adcock, both these drivers on the move. We talked about them earlier. Running nose to tail. Aaron not able to really get to Kent's back bumper, but he's been following him through as Kent's been kind of punching a hole in the cars in front of him, and 23 just following him along. So Aaron Adcock up 5 spots, started in the 10th position. He is already now in the 5th position. And a little bit high off that corner. Got to be careful with that. Ooh, that was scary. You want to hang on to it though. I think next week we'll probably put the little banners up and let you know who the playoff drivers are, since we don't have car banners to really show it off. But try to keep a good idea. Cofield, Kostick, Alan Renecki, Jason Ward, Jason Lodgers, Froning, Steve McDonald, William Griffin, Josh Oswald, Brandon Wallace, Tyler Rice, Brandon Wallace. That's your playoff drivers. Right now, 2 playoff drivers leading the field. Back here and check Oswald. We got 72 of Alan Renecki, 17 of Josh Oswald, 21 Aaron Johnson and Matt Clement making their way forward. And Josh Oswald losing a ton of spots. We saw him running in 4th early in this race, or at least up to the top 5. And looks like those tires started to give out as he is falling backwards. Lost 3 spots there in just a short time. So Josh Oswald going the wrong direction. Love to get in and get some tires. Maybe make a little bit of driving style changes and get that car headed back up to the front. Other big movers, there's 3 of them right here. You got William Griffin, Jason Warren. They're going side by side here, and Warren going to go to the inside. And ooh, the 12 car. I don't know what happened there. Look, the 45 may have gotten a little bit tight. Kind of tough to make that pass off the corner. Looks like they called it out for each other. Let them know what was going on. Well, gets into the wall. Will Griffin gets a little donut on the side of that 12 machine. And yeah, you read that right. That is the number 12 McDonald's. Oh, Thomas Sly again in the wall. gets into the wall. Everybody able to get around him, no caution as he able to hang on to it. Damage doesn't look too bad, but we saw him get into the wall and bounce off of it. Everybody did a fantastic job of staying off of that. That could have been disastrous. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened to Mr. Thomas. Getting a little bit too high off the corner. Ooh, Tyler Rice not able to really miss him. And Thomas Sly go to the wall, so tough deal there for him, but he's going to have to go down pit road. Got some damage. Wheels not pointed in the right direction. Back up front, though, still a Bandit Motorsports 1-2. Daniel Pope back in third place. And he's got a lot of drivers behind him. Kent Hundley gets to the back bumper. Daniel Pope just moves up out of the groove, lets him open. 23 locked on that O2's bumper. The 23 hasn't gotten around Kent, but has just been following him. He's just followed him to the front. It's almost like the O2's got a toe strap back there and just hooked onto the bumper of that Monster Energy 23 and is just pulling him to the front. Kent Hundley with a little bit of extra horsepower to pull that 23 around. He's doing a great job of following the tire tracks to that O2 machine. And man, Aaron Adcock showing a lot of strength here. Kevin Kinder says hello. What's going on? Bryce Miller says this first race, congrats are in order. Appreciate it. You know, anytime I can beat the 13, I'll do it. Consider that a win anytime I finish that 13 Kendall Farmer Ranch machine. That's a win in my book. That's a hard man to beat. I don't like the Ratchet, you said guess congrats are in order. What do you mean guess? Let me know in chat. Right now, still caution free with 30 drivers in the field, or 29 actually. Oh, somebody is in the wall. Can't see who that is. That is going to bring out the caution. I believe that's Dave Jones sitting in the wall. As he goes around, caution comes out on lap 38 of 125. First caution of the night. Let's go back and see what happened. Dave Jones. Comes out of pit road and just gets on it too hard, I suppose. Yeah, he did go down and make his pit stop, so he comes out of pit road and gets her sideways and decides to tow. So I don't know. Maybe he towed out of embarrassment. I'm not real sure why he did that. I don't know if he had any damage. But regardless, first caution of the night. I know the 3 and the 58 didn't want to see that, as they were really putting a whooping on them. Now you got to come down pit road, get a good stop, get in your box, get out, don't speed. Should be able to maintain that lead. And you're definitely going to want tires. Everybody's best lap right around in the upper 23s, lower 24s. And that last lap, people were running in the 28s. So 4 to 5 seconds slower per lap. New to old tires. So tires going to be really, really important to manage those well. Let's see how many tire sets they got. Tire sets in the race 3. Good grief. Well, that's going to be a tough one, as we're only 40 laps in, and that's one set for some of these guys. So, I think when it says 3 sets, I ought to be a little bit more knowledgeable about this, but I think when it says 3 sets, I think that's 1 on the car, 2 in the pits. tell you what, we'll go to commercial, and we'll find that out. All right. Well, we are back from quote-unquote commercial, as I wanted to make sure the tire situation here, and they they do only have 3 sets of tires. So one that they started on, so that was that first set they just took off, and then 2 extra sets of tires in the pit. So we've got to go a long time on these these tires. You got to get to at least 40 laps. We came in just shy of that, so right on the money. But I don't know what. I don't know what the strategy call is. We get a couple cautions in here, which cautions breed cautions. Those tires could be pretty important. You see Al Renecki staying out, and he is going to keep that tire set in the bank. So if we run about 10, 15, 20 laps, you know, it's going to put him off sequence. It's going to be tough for him to get through the field, but being able to have an extra set of tires could be all the difference, especially here where you're able to make passes, you got a lot of speed, and 4 to 5 second difference on new to old tires. So. Getting ready to go green here. Al Renecki obviously going to be in trouble, but that's just the nature of having restrictive tire sets like that, which is a good thing. Strategy calls. I would imagine there's a lot of folks towards the back who did not take a set of tires. We'll see that right away. But we'll see how the tire strategy plays out. If it makes a difference, if they go green, the rest of the way it really won't matter. But if we get a few more cautions like that, it could make a difference. Roger Miller, I was just playing with you, man. I knew what you meant. All right, we're Renecki gonna have control of the restart, and we'll watch the 72. We'll just see how much difference the new tires is gonna make, and watch. Hopefully, he can get the power down. If he does get the power down, watch in turn 1 just to see what the difference is gonna be. He does get a good start. Caustic kind of sleeping a little bit. But Renecki able to get out there. Just watch right here as we go down into turn 1. Here's the difference in new tires here at Dover. Just kidding. Watch turn 3. There it is. You see just how much faster the 58 is going to be through the middle of the corner. And you see there he is bottling up everybody as Cofield has to get out of the gas just a little bit to stay out of him. Al Renecki just doing the best that he can, and ooh, very, very close right there. Now 72 is going to be in trouble as they're going to all line up behind him. 23 going to get up behind him. I don't know about that. 23 ceases the error of his ways and jumps down to the bottom. And you see the 17 just going to the back. Oh, he's going to get out of the groove. And ooh, that was a close call. Already after a lap or 2 back in 8th place, and he's going to keep falling. He's going to fall all the way back to the folks who either didn't take tires or whatnot. Just see the difference entrance to the middle, and you see the 17 and just get back on the gas, just drop right behind him. So up front, Cofield back out to the point. We saw this already. Caustic was able to run him down on a long run, but Caustic didn't have that many cars to go through this time, so we'll see if he's able to save a little bit more or what he's going to do. These two have definitely set themselves apart from the rest of the field, but interesting to see what Ken Huntley can do. He drove up to the field on that last green flag run. Let's see if he can continue that march forward, maybe get up here and get this lead. great little battle right here. The 23, he's just not interested in passing the O. As soon as I say that, he goes to the inside. They're going to now make the attempt to pass the O2. He's been following him all night. The O2 fights back on the outside. Oh my goodness. Little miscommunication about the entry there. The 23 able to make that pass and move himself up to third place. A little bit loose there. See if the O2 is able to get back to him. Not quite able to get back to him with that run. So 23 is going to hang on to that spot for now. A bunch of cars lined up behind him. Leaders right now lapping in the high 23s. And Al Renicki, last lap, he's back in the 25th position in the 25.6. He is still losing spots. Check in on Peg Leg Phelps. Up 6 spots from restart. He started in 28th, 22nd. Having himself a good run. Go back up front though, top 5. Man, we got battles going on all over the track. But this one intrigues me. It's got Aaron Johnson in that 21 machine. Two-Shot Guy, Motorsports. Battling it out here for 4th place. Aaron Johnson looking to try to make a move here as we see Greg Froning getting passed by Aaron Adcock down in the next turn. 71 is a lap down. He has already made another pit stop though, so I don't know. Oh, and the 71 gets into the wall. Oh no! Click on the right person. What's going on here? Aaron Johnson goes down and it gets hit. I can't click on him for some reason. Unreal. I don't know what's going on with SDK, but my goodness, we saw it as Greg Froning gets into the wall, and Aaron Johnson running in that fifth position gets taken out, and that brings out the next caution. Let's go back and watch that again. Greg Froning coming outside. You see it. That's the fatal move right here at Dover. He had a good little run, and then you're gonna see Greg Froning kind of wobble right here. And when he did that, the car's going to go up there and get to the wall. He actually did a good job of staying off Aaron Johnson. You'll see that there's some net code there. So I think Greg Froning did a great job of not getting into Aaron, but net code says differently, and he goes around. course, fast repairs, there is one of those here tonight. So if you do have terminal damage, able to come down and get that fixed. But I don't think he hit that hard. 21 looks like he's okay. I don't see any major damage. As long as the wheels are straight, the body damage looks good. So I would imagine that Shock Eye Performance 21 machine will be able to get back out there with not much issue, just going to have a little bit of work to do. We see the 72 come down pit road, who stayed out on that last caution. So he's going to get out there with about 20 lap fresher tires. Hopefully be able to put those to good use and make his way through the field. Up front, though, Jonathan Cofield, Mike Kostick, Aaron Adcock, top three. No surprise there. Just over halfway. We got a long way to go in this race. Especially with these cautions. We have more and more of these. It's going to be a long one. But you're not going to win the ARCA series by having it easy. I can tell you that right now. So if I'm the 58 and the 3 of Michael Kostick, everything's working out in my favor. I'm definitely the fastest 2 drivers right now. We'll see if anybody can cycle up to the front that may be able to keep pace with them. But yeah, I think the only thing that worries me if I'm either one of those drivers is the tire situation. You know, there's just so much that'll be out of your hands. You can do everything right, and the tire situation, caution comes out at just the wrong time, and that can cycle fresh tires ahead of you, or have some guys right behind you with fresh tires. So that's about the only thing that go wrong, it seems like, because they have the field pretty much covered. As, man, they have really pulled away on both runs. Lights are out on the pace car. Getting ready to go back green. This run, we'll keep an eye on Daniel Cunningham, Garrett Kinder. We'll keep an eye on Aaron Johnson and Al Renecki, as they really, really fast drivers so far that's got some brand new tires. See what they can do with it. Now, all Bandit Motorsports up front. Green flag is out. You see some shimmy and going. Mickey Isaac gets into the wall. As guys are spinning their tires, that concrete doesn't seem to grip, especially on those straightaways like asphalt does. So gotta be careful there on those restarts. Aaron Adcock down to the inside, not quite able to do it. Guys looking down, trying to make some moves, make something happen here on this restart, get a few spots. 17 car running on the outside, getting a huge run down the straightaway. Trying to make it work. It's a little bit loose on entry. It always going to slide up a little bit. Matt Clemens slides up towards him in the middle of the corner. Just racing as hard as they possibly can. Oswald going to get that position. Now Matt Clemens has a lot of cars behind him. They are all ready to go. You got Ken Huntley back there, been running from the top 5. William Griffin, Daniel Pope, Mickey Isaac, all Saw Daniel Pope with the pole. He fell back a little bit. Trying to make his way back. I'm not sure what happened to him. Had some sort of issue, but he fell way back. Oh, Brandon Pollock slams the wall off the turn number 2. He's way up there in no man's land. I'm sure, I bet it seems fun because you're able to really pull guys down the straightaway, but man, they're wearing him out. Middle of the entry. Oh, if somebody is way up out of the groove, that's Ken Huntley. He gets way up, and that's in the bad stuff. Oh, he's got a crinkle in that right front. He has hit the wall. Oh, car is not acting right. Definitely tell he's not able to turn anything. He's going back quick. 3 wide, falling fast. That 02 trying to get down to the inside and get to pit road. Finds a gap, able to get down now and get up out of the way. It's a great job by him. So we can go back and see what happened to him. Oh, little contact with the 5 there is what started that. Oh, the 5 gets into the wall, tries to get off the wall. When he does, it kind of jerks it off the wall and you're right into the 02. So a little bit of contact there. Really bad news for the 02. You see Kent coming down pit road with a lot of damage. No caution though, we stay green. Up front, got a new player, 23, Aaron Adcock. Breaking up this little 2-car tandem. Say, well, you know, I think Cossack's pretty good on old tires, and maybe Aaron's burning them up, but that ain't the case. It's, they're all on old tires, so they did not hit that last caution. Last pitted on lap 39, so they're on pretty old tires comparatively to that first run. That 23 looking really, really strong. He's definitely put in the work. Not a playoff driver, I don't think. Yeah, he's not. He missed the playoffs this season. But not let him slow that. Not letting it slow him down. Somebody else up into the fray, Billy Bigley Jr. in the 28 machine. He gets around Jonathan Cofield. Oh, Cossack gets really, really close to the wall there. Very, very close. See, Kevin Kennedy, y'all talk a bunch of mess about the Nightbot, but sometimes it does some good work. Oh, Aaron Adcock looking down to the inside of that 3, the 3 and the 23 fighting side by side, and oh, it's going to be close, tight coming off the corner, but they make it. They're scrubbing off a lot of speed as Billy Bigley making a big run down the straightaway as they run side by side, not able to use the whole track. Cossack fighting hard, trying to hang on to that lead. The 23, though, looking really, really strong right now. 23 going to drive hard in the corner. Trying to get the run. He can just clear that right rear quarter. That's all he needs to do. Cossack gets into the wall, though, and that is going to give the lead to Aaron Adcock in the 23 as he takes over the lead with a 9-spot improvement from where he started. 23-28, running 1-2 now. We haven't really talked about Billy Bigley all race, but here he is running second. How long will Aaron be able to hold on to that spot? He seems to be pretty fast, but the 23 looking really, really good. Lap 75 of 125, man. Very, very impressive of 23. I don't know if they have to pit. I would imagine they would have to pit. I don't think they can go 100 laps. So I would imagine still one pit stop needed. But we'll see how that all plays out. See the 02 going around the 3. That's Kid Huntley, a lap down with a faster pair and fresh tires. He's trying to unlap himself, so probably a couple laps down at this point. 26th spot. And look who it is, Alan Renecki on those tires. Didn't take him long to slice and dice the field. He is the next person on tires, Garrett Kinder, back in the 13th spot. So Alan Renecki not playing around as he is up into the 4th position now. He's looking to take over the 3rd place. So Alan Renecki not playing around. I think if you're in the top 4, you feeling a little bit nervous here. That 72 looks good. Oh, and Aaron Johnson around again. Caution is out. Lap 78 of 125 as 21 goes around one more time. Let's go back and see what happened to Aaron Johnson. Jason Lottrick on the bumper. Get off the corner. And 48 just drives through him. Just no respect there as he just didn't even lift. Let's go on board with the 48. It doesn't even look like he lifted at all. Let's see if we can get that cockpit going. Yeah, never lifted, just kept the foot in it, saying, "Hey, it's your job to drive your car. You can't keep it going. I'm just gonna run right through you." That's what Jason did, and so the 21 goes around again, and so 21 back down pit road. Got a few takers on pit road. Daniel Pope, I think this has been a good time to come down and take a set of tires if you have 2 left. So we'll see how this all plays out. I would imagine, 40 laps seem to be sort of the sweet spot for people getting tires. But you see just gas only there for all those guys. I would imagine nobody's taking just 2 tires. I didn't see any jacks go up. So just a fuel pit stop there to see if you can make it to the end. Make sure don't run out of fuel. Kevin Kinder says, Ratchet has not seen the 13 hood if you have time. Absolutely. We'll find that one for you. 13. There it is. Ratchet Speed Shop on the front end of that 13 Impala SS. Haven't seen much of the 13. Expecting to see a little bit more out of him. I expect to see him towards the front, but he's just been kind of hanging out. Saw him close to the top 10, but currently running in the 20th position. So Ratchet, I don't know, are you getting your money's worth? I'm not sure. But he's on screen now, thanks to Kevin Kinder, so maybe you are. If you can get on the horn, text Kinder, tell him, ask him what's going on. Hey, we're trying to get that car to the front. See if we can get that 13 up there. Battle for this win. Right now, the man of the hour is the 23 of Aaron Adcock, for now anyway. That 72 machine with those fresh tires. It's got something to say about this, I can guarantee. He's going to be outside of the second row, and he's going to have a little bit more tread on the tires to be able to make some moves. And he's got to be, we should have paid a little bit more attention to him. I think that's my fault, but I would imagine he's got plenty of moves, knows how to get around this track. He's able to pass that many cars. And the next guy on fresh tires, Steve McDonald, he is back in 10th place. So watch out for that green machine right there. Usually green, bad luck on a short track. We'll see how that plays out. Hopefully he is not the recipient of the Cofield asphalt finishing hard luck. Well, lights off on the pace car. Going to go green. We're going to have 42 laps left in this race. They're going to click off quick. Assuming we don't have a bunch of cautions, but I would imagine not going to be a whole lot of love thrown around now. Yet it is go time. Got some new faces up here at the front. Got Wernicke back up here. Kurtz is up here. And 27 of Michael Nash. Got that Valvoline 27 up in the 6th position. Right now, all eyes on the 23-28. And see if one of them get gone. Hopefully, Aaron would like to get gone and try to get away from that 72 because he's going to be coming. Green flag is out. Aaron Adcock gets a great jump, and Bigley not able to get those tires to stick. And that's going to block the 72 machine. He's going to have nowhere to go at the moment. And that's music to the ears of Aaron Adcock. And 72 kind of, oh my goodness, as Bigley comes off the wall, almost makes contact with the right rear of that 3 machine. Thought we was about to see some trouble. How patient is that 72 going to be, knowing that he's faster, watching that 23 right off into the sunset, and he's got side by side 58 all over the back bumper of the 72. The 72's going, please God, just settle this. But neither one of them able to do anything. Great racing here. 23 out of the groove. He's definitely hitting the wall. Is he going to come back down? No. Able to keep it up against that wall. See if he's able to. Ooh, somebody cut it really close. He's able to get it off the wall. So 28 bounces off the wall, falls back all the way back to 12th. So go back up front. Aaron Adcock about an 8/10 of a second lead over Caustic. And man, look at Wernicke getting the run out to that right rear quarter. That is the toughest place. That's a bad move right there, because you put that 3 driver in a position where he has to really check up, and that basically gives you position. That is that's a good move. I like it. It's a dangerous one, but if you do it on the right driver, Caustic will take care of you. He's able to get that spot. But now it's I feel like the ball's in the court of 72, as he's got way fresher tires than anybody up here. Just got to be careful not to burn them up. Take care of them. Be smart, and he'll be up. He'll be up front in no time, as he is a good 2/10 faster than Aaron Adcock every lap. I'll show you the lap straight here. Oh, got a big wreck though. It's William Griffin. Bunch of people involved in this one. It's lighting up all over the place. Let's go see what happened. Oh, Griff, Pegleg, Felts, his cautions are starting to fly now as we get down to the end of this race. And let's go and see if we can find out where that started. Like, it may have started with Griff. We'll see. Looks like Josh Oswald gets a little bit loose. We go down the corner. Oh, man. Good Lord. We're going bowling. 75 has to check up for the 17 as he bobbles here under the 99. See how close they got. So they had to check up. 12 saw the run he was getting, thought he was going to dive down to the bottom, but the 75 was like, no, I'm here. And they get together in a bunch of wrecked race cars after that one. So, tough deal for them. Got a lot of drivers coming down pit road, coming to get that next set of tires. You got Cofield, Caustic coming down pit road. Man, Al Wernicke, those drivers did not want to see this caution as he had the tire strategy. But Cofield, Caustic, this is their first set of tires along with Aaron Adcock. So, so they do have one more in the pits if my math is correct. They should have one more stop. So, only 35 laps to go. I like that call. I like the call to come down pit road right now. That sets you up for the best possible ending. If we have caution after caution, it is what it is. But I would rather be on the attack than trying to defend against fresh tires. So I like the call from these leaders. Al Wernicke is going to go up there and pass you anyway if you're the 23, given enough time. So I like the call. It's a good call. Aaron Johnson going to come down as well. So that puts Aaron Adcock in the 8th position right now. Your top 5 is Alan Renecki, Steve McDonald, Tyler Rice, Corey Bigley Jr., or Billy Bigley Jr., and Daniel Pope found his way back up the top 5 with a little bit of pit strategy. Right now on the board, your biggest move of the race, Tyler Rice. Haven't talked too much about him. Got a little bit old numbers, so I don't know what's going on there, but a little bit old number 6. Moved up 16 spots. He last pitted on lap 39, so he is on some old tires. We'll see if he can do something with some clean air, with some track position. Right in front of him, Steve McDonald. Steve McDonald started in 9th. He actually last pitted on lap 58, so he is on the same set of tires that Alan Renecki is on. But now, these two drivers in the reverse scenario that they, actually worse of a scenario than they were when they pitted. They had 20 lap fresher tires, and now Aaron Adcock back in 8th. He has 30 lap fresher tires than they do. So if you're Renecki, you did not want to see that, or Steve McDonald did not want to see that caution. Kevin Kinder said, Eddie might get an earful from Garrett. Well, it won't be the first time. Lights off on the pace car. Lap 91, we've taken 92 of 125. So a little over 30 laps to go. So still quite a bit of time. It's not close to being over just yet, but I would imagine we're going to have more cautions as everybody going to give just a little bit less every caution to the end of this thing. Pace car is off, getting ready to go green. Al Renecki going to have to get a good start and get going just like Aaron did before. Geico restarts on. Renecki puts the power down. Green flag is out. Everybody does a pretty good job, so no tire spin this time. Steve McDonald did a great job. That high line, usually pretty tough on restart. Watch from the inside of Aaron Adcock, first driver on new tires, see what he can do with these things. You see the difference in the middle of the corner as he is able to drive right by Billy Bigley. Got a nice run here. Handing. Just look how much. Oh my goodness, makes a wild move in the middle of the corner. Just a huge difference in tires. Probably made. Oh, got a big wreck back here. Guys all over the place. A huge wreck is Michael Kostick. Tire up into the fender. William Griffin, Brandon Pollock involved as well. Being a huge crash. Michael Kostick actually tows immediately as, man, we had a big one here. Let's go back and see what happened. It looked like it may have started with Garrett Kinder. We'll see. Oh, Thomas Slide gets into the wall again. He's been in the wall a couple times tonight, and another time getting in the wall. Michael Kostick just trying to avoid it. Mike on those new tires comes down and just hooks the 13 just ever so slightly. Just a little bit of net code to start that. And once they get hooked up, there's really nothing that either one of them can do. So just a tough deal. Nobody's fault, but man, look at the carnage as guys are just plowing in there. Brandon Pollock, ball, Chris Reese coming to a stop. So big wreck. unless I missed a pit stop, which I didn't. It doesn't look like there's too much damage to that 13. You see that that right rear quarter pushed in just a little bit, but outside of that, it doesn't even look like it. I don't know if he went down pit road or not. It shows he didn't pit, but he may have gone down and got his fast repaired and just didn't register it. But if not, it doesn't look like there was that much damage at all to that 13 machine. This is the man that I got my eyes on right now. I think he's got the best shot to get this win. Regardless, really, what happens next, there's some guys with some tires still in the pits, and a late caution could kind of throw it all away. But I mean, these laps are just clicking off under caution, and if we continue to have them, I feel like Aaron Adcock is in the best position to win this race. I mean, my man is so fast, he's even fast under caution. He's running the fastest laps under caution. So I'm looking at that 23. If I had to pick somebody to win this race right now, not knowing what's going to happen, that 23 is in the best spot with the best tires and really the best track position. So just has to be smart. You know, the toughest thing in these positions, you know you're the best car, you know you got the best shot to win, so there's an urgency that sort of picks up, and you start trying to make moves really, really quickly instead of taking your time. That's about the only thing that really put a hamper on that is getting a little bit too excited. But Renecki and Steven, you know, they got 30 lap older tires, but with these cautions, allow them to cool them down a little bit, so the first lap or so they'll be able to keep the gap. But we saw there right before that caution come out, the center of the corner on new tires is just really, really, really strong. All right, we get the one to green. Get the green flag. 26 laps to go. Who is going to win the first round of the playoffs? This is going to be a playoff driver. It's going to be a non-playoff driver. It's going to be somebody that ain't even raced here before. Who knows? 29 drivers here. Man, I'm excited to see how this plays out. Gosh, I love Dover. It's such a fun track. There's been a lot of drivers here, but it's been some really, really good racing, some spectacular wrecks. That last one was pretty awesome. Reminds me of the Jimmy Johnson one here back in the day where he just it was a dang parking lot on the straightaway. So what do you do if you're Alan Renecki or Steve McDonald knowing that the fresh tires are behind you? Well, you just got to get a good start here and get all that you can get. Pace car is off. Oh, Renecki goes a little bit early. I don't know if they have the restart zone enabled. You know, it depends on the server and how it was set up. But I think he went a little bit too early, so I don't know. You see the 23 really getting a nice run. So if the restart zone is not enabled, he's okay. If it is, we'll see him coming down pit road shortly, as he went well before that restart zone. 23 already to the inside of Steve McDonald, making quick work of to see the difference in tires, just too much. 30 laps is a long time, so 23 up to second place. And you see the difference in tires, just making up 2, 4, 3, 4, 5 car lengths here. Laps to go. Gonna look to the inside. Renecki's not gonna give it to him, but there's nothing he can do. The 23 is there. He's gonna have a slight nose in the entry of the corner. 72 gonna try to fight it, but you'll see the middle of the corner right there. Just, oh, gotta be careful. Don't slide up too much. Oh, and cars are going around behind him. Daniel Pope, the 58 goes around. Oh, Bandit Motorsports, who was running 1-2 all race, having a nightmare of a back half of this race. Not what they wanted to see as those drivers going around. What happened? And we saw it sort of in the periph as we were watching Aaron Adcock complete the pass and take the lead. Let's go back and watch and see what happened. Right behind Tyler Rice, who is on much older tires. And unfortunately, as the 6 kind of checks up, with those fresh tires, just not able to get it checked up in time, and Michael Nash goes around. Andy Kurt's involved in that. Oh, and Thomas Sly at the very end comes down and gives Cofield the old 1-2. So, whew, well, man, I just don't know what to do. We've seen how good tires are. You know, if you're Aaron Adcock, you last pitted on lap 88 with just over 100 now. You just can't give up that track position. You know everybody's not coming down pit road. That's a lot of track position to give up, not that much time. It's a tough call to make. If I'm Tyler Rice, you know, I think I would have come down pit road. He last pitted on 39, so he is on extremely old tires, and we saw the difference that was making. It's only going to get tougher from here as guys come down pit road and get those tires. He's hoping for a long string of cautions, but he's going to have a tough go at it. Yeah, Garrett Kinder up to 8th after that, able to sneak through that wreck. Let's see if we can go on board with him and watch as he makes it through that incident. There you see the contact. 58's going to go around, and 13 does a great job of getting all the way down to the very bottom. A little bit of luck and able to get through that. Able to miss that without leaving contact. So. Well, I have no clue what to expect here. We've got some folks who come down pit road. Daniel Pope now your first driver on the freshest tires out there. Pitted on lap 102 in that 16 machine. I think everybody ahead of him's on old tires. So the not quite about 15 lap pressure tires. We'll see if that makes a difference. It's definitely going to be faster. He's definitely got the skill to do it, but does he have the time? That's going to be the real question. He'll be able to make up a lot of spots, but it's a long ass to drive from 16th to first in 20 laps. But if he's watching the broadcast, he may take that as a challenge. Yeah, we'll see some awesome racing. Get doubled up, get ready for this restart. When we take the green flag and have 20 laps to go, I can imagine we've got 2 or 3 more cautions still left in us. But some guys poised to have some really, really good runs. Aaron, Allen, Tyler, Steven, Mickey, Travis Beaver, Andy Kurtz, all those guys poised to have some really, really good runs, get some good finishes. I mean, at this point, I think if you're in the playoffs, you're just hoping to survive. We've seen 2 of the best cars basically taken out of this thing. Anyway, Aaron Adcock in the 23 Monster Energy Chevrolet pace car comes off into the Geico restart zone. Aaron Adcock gets a nice jump. Now they can kind of sleep in a little bit. Steve McDonald's might take over the second place. We'll see. He does. So Steve McDonald up to second place. It's Tyler Rice. on the outside of the 01. Drive down to the corner, but as we get up to speed, you see the tire difference. Rear its ugly head. Tyler Rice in trouble here. He's going to fight back, get right down to the bottom. 114 going to be right on his bumper. You see the 13 going to try to take advantage of this as Beaver going to look down to the inside. And Tyler Rice, just not much he can do here as he is continually falling backwards. Check on the front here, and Aaron Adcock with a second lead. Caution is out. Ray Page goes around. Good grief. 58 behind him, gets a little bit loose. 58 gets to him, touches him just a little bit. A little attempt at an intentional wreck. Actually missed 58. You see right here. He gets a little bump, gets into the wall, then actually takes out Corey Bigley instead. Takes out Aaron Johnson, a couple other drivers. So a little retaliation attempt there actually goes awry as see him get loose and get a little bump from. You know, I say that, and I absolutely could be wrong there. He's just trying to save that thing as he gets back on the gas. So I do apologize for Ray Page. I think I called that a little bit too soon. Definitely looks like he was trying to counter steer. Probably just got on the trying to get off the wall. It definitely looked like that from the other angle, but definitely from the inside. I'd say he's probably just trying to hang on to it. Either way, still tough for Corey or Billy Bigley. I'm not sure which one this is, but tough deal for them. So I normally don't call out intent on broadcast. It looked that way from that other angle, but I think he may have just been trying to save that thing. Woo, these cautions are stacking up. Aaron Adcock, though, loving it, as he's definitely shown to be a little bit faster than the two that's behind him. He's got control of the restart. That's really all that you need, especially as cautions. Nobody's pitting from here on out, I can tell you that right now. Don't care who pits from at what point. I ain't pitting, I'm staying out. It is what it is. 15 laps to go. No, there's going to be a couple more cautions, guys fighting for every inch on the track. No way you're going to make it up through the field if you go all the way to the back. Right now there's at least 22 cars on the lead lap. That is way too many to try to pass in just a few laps, especially with cautions. Daniel Pope, he's able to make up quite a few spots there. He's in 10th place, but he's a good example of where that's going to, the cautions are going to cause issues trying to get up through the field. Just kind of run out of time. Daniel was making up a lot of, he was making some really nice moves and made up a lot of spots, so he's in the 10th position. Make up 2 or 3 spots. Get a caution, he might be in striking distance for too long. Right in front of him, Garrett Kinder, Ratchet Miller. Kevin Kinder sent him a text message saying, hey man, we want to see that 13 up front. We're not paying you to run in the back. And I think 13 heard it, because he's right now the Hard Charger Award winner if the race were to end right now. So he heard the call, and he finds himself in 6th place on the same set of tires that Aaron Adcock has. So 13 been biding his time, missing wrecks, days of thunder in those wrecks, just driving right through them. Kevin Kinder asks, what's the biggest field of drivers you've ever seen? Well, last season in the 87, we had 43 drivers on the track at some point. As we were maxing out the fields, having to turn guys away, send them home. So I have seen 43 on track, and I can tell you right now, it ain't pretty. Anywhere between 20 and 30 seems to be a good number when it comes to internet racing. That's the number I like to hit. 15 to 25, usually a pretty good sweet spot, but 43 is just way too many. All right, getting ready to go. 13 laps to go when we take the green flag. 23 has control of the restart. He smashes the gas. Steve McDonald able to get that thing rolling on the top side, but Aaron Adcock going to take the lead. Does anybody have anything for that 23 as he sets sail here? Gosh, look at this mess back here. Michael Nash just going backwards, just in a mess, trying to hang on to it. His guys are making every move that they can, not giving an inch, and taking every inch that they can. Great battle here. Travis Weaver on the outside. Yellow flag is out. That's not surprising at all. You see the 21 and 48 nose to tail. They're inside of each other. This is not safe for work. Cover your kids' eyes is, man, my goodness. Daggone right front sitting on the hood there, Aaron. But anyway, let's go back and see what happened there, as we're on a little string of caution here. A little contact there, goes into the corner, and you know what? I'm in the broadcast booth. I don't claim intent. It looks like the 21 may have gotten loose. It's hard to say. There's a little contact, maybe got a little bit of damage. It just didn't seem like the car was driving right as it goes down to this corner, if I'm honest. And he gets the apron. I think he just lost the front end or something, but the 48 just happened to be there as they go around. So, yeah, I mean, something major happened to the right front suspension in that 21, because it seemed to dart completely right there. Just happened to have Jason Lottridge on the outside. So throttle stick, I think the throttle stuck and the steering box malfunctioned and the right front went down all at the same time. That's just a cavalcade of issues. Both those are at pit road, and Lord, we got a demon tire just floating up there. Be gone, demon, get out of there. What the heck is going on? I don't like that. That's just the tire up there in front of Aaron Johnson just taunting him, saying, hey, them Borat, you will never get this. Anyway, some extracurricular activities going out there on the track. Guys not happy with each other, but I tell you who is happy. I said 23 is still out front, still controlled this race. Laps are just clicking off. Gonna have at least 2 more laps as they come to see if we get the one to go here. Oh man, we don't get the one to go, so we'll at least make a couple more laps. And that's just gonna keep clicking them off. The 23 loves to see it. He would love for this race to be over, but it's much easier to race and lead laps whenever it's under caution. If you're Mickey Isaac, if Steve McDonald, you want this thing to go green so you have a chance to maybe run him down. Just painful for those two. Well, it's been a fantastic race, but hell, getting kind of long. Need to get this thing finished up. Get us a winner. As far as playoff drivers who can maybe get themselves into the next round of the playoffs right now, Steve McDonald is the highest running playoff driver right now, running in 3rd place. So if he can get up there and get this win, he can lock himself into the playoffs. Al Renecki also right behind him. He's in the playoffs, so a win can get him in. Travis Beaver, I believe he is in the playoffs. He is not. Looks like Jonathan Cofield in 10th place is the next one. So that's what we're looking at. Got a lot of potential playoff implications that could happen here. Depending on how this one ends up. Tearing that trophy. That's what we're here to do at this point. 30-car field looks a little lean right now, as there seems to be a lot of cars missing. And I imagine we are not done with the cautions. We're getting ready to take the green flag here. 7 laps to go. See if we can finish this thing under green. And let them race it out. Pace car is off. 3's been getting a good restart almost every time. And yet again, another great jump. I don't know. Mickey Isaac does a great job. They are side by side. Mickey Isaac gets a nice run. They are side by side going into turn 1. Mickey Isaac hang up there. Is the 23 going to be able to get this pass? Get back out of the lead. 23 slides up in front of him. Mickey Isaac falls back to 2nd place into the clutches of the 72 of Alan Renecki. 23 going to try to set sail here. As, man, you got Garrett Kinder. You got Daniel Pope running up on these guys, and we've got all kinds of battles. Oh, we got somebody loose. Tyler Rice getting squarely down on the back stretch. And, man, I don't know. 6 laps to go. I don't feel too good if I'm the leader. As these drivers right here. Oh, Aaron Adcock gets a little bit loose off the corner. Loses a little bit of time. Mickey Isaac is hunting him down. Look at the 13 on the outside, using that little right rear quarter move that Allen did. But Daniel Pope down to the inside, though. My gosh, I don't know who to watch. There's battles all over. But Daniel Pope going to the inside. Boy, we got a 4-car battle. The 13 gets a little pick there from the 72. Not able to get past. They are going to be 3 wide back here. Oh, the 13 gets pushed up the track a little bit. Got to get reset, but up front, man, 4 laps to go. Mickey Isaac is there. He is looking to put a move on that 23 machine. The 23 hasn't felt this much pressure in quite a few times. You see how defensive he is driving, really slow down in the center of the corner. They are fighting really, really hard. If you're 23, you got to just go. As that 01 looking strong, going to look to the inside maybe here. Gets a little bit loose off the corner. 2 laps to go. Got somebody getting a little bit loose, look like Garrett Kinder, but right now it's still nose to tail. Aaron Adcock, Mickey Isaac, we see Daniel Pope making a run 2/10 faster last lap. He is coming. These guys, if they get side by side, Daniel Pope is going to be there. 23 gets a little bit of breathing room, but here comes Isaac. He has been really, really strong off of turn 4 every time. White flag is out here. We have got a battle. Oh, 2 laps to go. White flag, I don't know why it's not changing, but I think it's, well, it must be 2 laps to go. I'm getting too excited, but Mickey Isaac is still there, just nowhere to go. Is he going to put the bumper to him? What's going to happen? Watching for a yellow flag. No yellow flag at the moment. White flag, final lap here in the Rebels ARCA series. Well, is Mickey Isaac going to be able to get it done? He goes to the outside, going to try to get a run here. Aaron Adcock going to try to defend for all he's got. Going to come off low, but Mickey Isaac is there. He's going to go down to the inside. Does he have position? He doesn't. He's going to try to drive up to the outside to see if he can get to the quarter as they come off of turn 3 and 4. Aaron goes up, slides up. Mickey Isaac goes down to the inside. It is a photo finish. And Aaron Adcock gets the win with a lot of pressure from Mickey Isaac. 0.5 tenth difference there at the line. Wow, holy crap. That was insane. Woo! Good gravy. That was fun right there. I like to see that. Let's go back a lap. And let's see if we can see just how close that was. And you see Mickey Isaac with that run off the corner. It goes down to the inside. So close. 23 by nose. Whew. Man, oh man, what a great race that was. Great run by Aaron Adcock. And he's going to win tonight. That's a big field to win in right there, I tell you. It shows a lot of strength. ARCA Series, man, is just littered with talent. Tonight they added a bunch of, I think most of them have some big car experience. A lot of short track guys, but they know how to race and how to get around the track. So if I'm Aaron Adcock, I got to be thrilled about this win, as this is one you put down. You might even go buy yourself a dang trophy for this one, because it's an awesome win. Well, I'll tell you what, we have been racing for about an hour and 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and get some interviews. Let's talk to some guys, see what their race was like, and then we'll get y'all out of here. Daniel Pope, this Eddie in the booth. You got me?
I got you, man.
Well, man, it was good to see you. Glad to have you in the series. Joined tonight. And, the tire situation really made this a tough race to manage. From your point of view, you started up front, started dropping back to about fourth or fifth, and then seemed to be just kind of mired back in traffic with different tire strategies. Talk about that and what you were trying to manage throughout the race.
I ran a couple laps hard to start, and then I kind of slowed down and found a slower pace. I was trying to keep the tires a little bit better. My first race in the league, I didn't know the tendencies of the league as far as long runs, stuff of that nature. So I figured I better save a little tire. So I dropped back to fifth and was riding, and then we got a caution, and we all pitted. And I done something really silly. I sped on pit lane. So that was my fault. I had to go to the rear, which then threw away my entire tire strategy, because then I had to race back. And you can't save tires while you're trying to make up spots and race back to the field. I mean, all these guys are really good and really fast, and you have to work hard to get by them. And tried to play a little bit of weird strategy at the end, because I knew I was behind because of my mistake. Stayed out real late, had a set of tires with 15 to go, but we had too many cautions to really capitalize on it. I went from, I think, 16th to 3rd, so it's a solid run. Ton of fun. I had a lot of fun. I don't normally do these kind of cars, just kind of racing, but that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion you put any car with over 600 horsepower at Dover and you're going to have a blast. So, man, a fantastic race. I saw you pit and I said, man, from 16th, that's a long way to go. But, man, I almost made a liar out of me as you got up to 3rd place. Talk about how much fun it is to be on the attack, though, even though it kind of messed your strategy up, to have the fresh tires and just be on attack mode and just go as hard as you can. Sometimes that can be the most fun.
Oh, it was really, really cool. Like, I don't normally play that strategy. I normally play a pretty conservative strategy, and I would have pitted when the leaders pitted, when the guys that had been dominating the race. And but I knew I was behind, and even if I pitted and was on the same tires with them, I was behind. So I had to do something different. But being on the attack, being that much faster, it's really cool, but you got to be really, really careful, because there was a couple opportunities there to make a mistake and mess up one of the guys' races that's been here. And coming in new, I did not want to do that. I wanted to be as clean and as respectful as possible, and just have a good time.
Well, you definitely did that. Glad to have you. It was a lot of fun watching you race tonight. 3rd place, nothing to be upset about. Pretty good finish. It sounds like you had a good time. So, as always, man, who you got to thank? Any sponsors, shout-outs?
Yeah, shout-out to Shock Eye Performance, Kent Hunley. What he does, my team, 16XCI Racing. All our boys that run super late models, all my friends over at ITZR, everything, and everybody in this league for welcoming me. It's a lot of fun. I know I have a lot of people here think I'm really fast, and I'm not as fast as they think I am, and I was worried they may not want me coming to run, but everybody welcomed me with open arms, and I wish I had 4 more laps. I think I could have won it.
Absolutely. Well, there's 4 more laps next week, as if you come on back, man, have a good time. Glad to have all y'all. So
sounds great, man.
All right, there's Daniel Pope. He is your 3rd place finisher. Let's talk to Mickey Isaac, who comes home in 2nd place, half a tenth off the win. Mickey, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Hey,
Well, you going to have to be a little bit more animated tonight. I know you're more normally quiet and reserved, but you got to be amped up after that finish. You're racing your butt off there, nose to tail with Aaron Adcock. Just tell me this: does it hurt that you? I think you like Aaron a little bit too much, because there at the end, you're right on his bumper. Do you wish maybe you just didn't like Aaron just a little bit, and that way you could have gave him the bumper and not felt bad about it?
I still feel bad for getting in the co-field. Um, I feel bad in general, though. We're all sick here now, that freaking COVID shit. I really wasn't going to race, and then I did. Kind of glad I stayed into it. But yeah, if you ain't first, you last. So I was actually the first loser.
Well, I don't understand why you didn't give Aaron the bumper. I mean, you had plenty of opportunities, but like I said, I guess you just like him too much, and that's okay. But talk about that last restart, man. You were kind of just up there. You're being patient, working around those older tires, and then there on that last restart, man, you got a great start on the outside, and just drove down in the corner, able to get right on the bumper of that 23, and he was defending hard. He was running the bottom off the corner, really being aggressive to try to hold you back. And there at the end, off of turn 4, had a nice little run, just came up a little bit too short, man. Talk about that last restart and maybe what you could have done a little bit differently to get that win.
I think he was starting in second, and I was starting in first. So kind of ballsy because, they spin real bad once you get old tires on here. But I couldn't get around them. It's kind of hard to pass on here if you guard that low line. You got to pretty much hope they make a mistake or you force them to. I was just trying to put the heat on and pressure, see if he cracked. He didn't. So,
well, fun race, man. You made it exciting there at the end. I about did backflips here in my room as I was watching you get right to his bumper. I didn't know what was about to happen, but man, y'all put on a show there at the end and almost was able to get it done at the line. Mickey, congratulations on the second place finish. Up 18 spots. You are the Hard Charger Award winner. So congratulations for that. And as always, man, who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout outs?
yeah, we'll thank Zach Johnson for watching. He always wants a shout out. So we'll give him one. Sponsor wise, we looking right now. We recruiting. So, yeah, we take checks, cash, gold, jewelry, any of that stuff, trade.
Chickens.
Not really picky. Chickens, horses, it don't matter.
Well, all right. Well, Mickey, congratulations, man. Second place finish. Are you in the playoffs? I think I looked at this.
No, I missed too many races.
Oh, man, barely. Right outside the playoffs. Well, still a fantastic finish. A great run. It seemed like it was fun as hell, and that's really what we're here to do, have a lot of fun. So congratulations again on second place, Mickey.
All right, man. Hey, see you, Eddie.
See ya. There you go, second place. All right, come on. Aaron Adcock, Sadie in the booth, you got me?
I got you, Eddie.
Man, whoa. Look here, bud. You put on a clinic tonight. Now, what is it? All right, what's in the water? You got something in the water over there in Florence, Mississippi that has really turned something going on. I don't know. Did you and Tracy merge together? Or what's going on that, man, the last few races you've been in, you have been lights out fast. And tonight was no different. Drove up to the front, followed Ken Huntley all the way to the front, found your way up there. Some good pit strategy, getting those fresh tires. And there at the end, just had to, all of it almost fell apart as Mickey Isaac came alive too. And y'all had to fight it out. Talk about your race, man. I want to hear about all of it, all the way, especially at the end when Mickey was putting all that pressure on you.
Well, for starters, I jumped in with about 8 minutes left in the session, and I spun it on my first practice lap, just trying to see what the car felt like. And then the checker flag waved, and it was time to qualify. And I was like, well, here we go. So I think I qualified 10th. And I'm not going to lie, I got a little intimidated. I kind of took a sneak peek of everybody's iRate, and that I was like, I ain't noticed these names in the last, 2 months. And I got to looking, I'm like 4,000, 3,000. I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be a long night. And sure enough, they all qualified in front of me. And I don't know, I enjoy Dover. And it doesn't matter if it's in an ARCA car or truck, even the next gen car. Something about this track, I enjoy it. And just was trying to be patient there at the first long run that we had. And I followed Ken up to the front, and we just kept picking them off one by one, and I was content following him. You know, you can't win it on lap 40 of a 125 lap race, so I just stuck behind him, and it's really one of those tracks that the guy in front of you's got to mess up before you're going to have that just window of opportunity to get the pass in. You don't want to throw your nose in there and them come down to make the corner, not anticipating you just really throw it off in there. So, this is one of those tracks that you gotta have a lot of respect, not only for the track but for the people that you're following behind too. And so I was content working my way up to the front, just trying to get there, and I knew that the tire fall off was going to be it's there, but it's if you know how to handle the track, you can still be fast, and make good time even with a little bit of tire wear. But thanks to Bubba's Tire Farm, we didn't have very many sets tonight. I guess the pandemic's got a shortage on the manufacturing line, and
Tire tariff.
oh man, yeah. I was like, oh, I'd love to. So when the first caution came out, I was like, let's go get tires, and then we got tires, and then we got a caution at like lap 60 something. I was like, well, I can't take tires because my man Chuck Phelps done told me I got 42 laps per set. I got to at least get 42 laps on a set of tires before I go, changing. And so I stayed out and kept getting a couple cautions, kept staying out. And man, when you got one more set of tires left, we had a long green flag run, then we started getting short, green flag runs, and you don't know what to do. And I'd click my tires on, and I decided to stay out. Stayed out a little bit longer. Warnicki was starting to catch me. He had about 20 lap fresher tires, and we called a caution, and I decided then I'd go get my tires. And it just worked out that everybody that I took tires with, I was able to I think I was the first car on the freshest tires, and like seven guys stayed out in front of me, and I put it on the high side and going into one, and I didn't lift on that fresh set of tires, and was able to drive up to like fourth or third. And then we got another caution and was able to get to the lead and get some fresh air. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Mickey Isaac was I felt like we were one going down the backstretch on the last lap. But yeah, just great racetrack. I love the track, and yeah, it just, I don't know, it's kind of like home in a way.
Yeah, I told Nikki, I said, you must like Aaron a lot, because I think if you didn't like him just a little bit more, you would have gave the bumper to him. But he raced you clean, and man, y'all were nose to tail for a couple laps, and like I said, I almost did backflips back in this room watching y'all race there at the end. Just a fantastic finish. Man, a great race, great drive. I said this before you got in here. This is one of those that you ought to be proud of, because you whooped some really, really good drivers tonight, and to come out on top was a good win. So congratulations, man. As always, who you got to thank? Sponsors, shout outs.
I appreciate it. Yeah, all my guys at Poman Motorsports, Apex Sim Racing Equipment, my family, my mom and dad and wife and little girl, and my grandparents, and of course Uncle Tracy. I wish he was racing with me tonight, but he racing on Friday nights, and so hate that he wasn't in here to be with it to celebrate this win. But yeah, just all the guys that have helped me along the way at this track, and I can think of two right off the top of my head that really put in the time with me here, Ray Rogers and Chris McLean. I owe a lot to them for learning how to get around this place, and just helping me and being willing to show me, and being patient, and getting me to where I can compete here. And Rebel Racing Network for broadcasting, Brandon Wallace and all the admins in the original Rebels Racing League, and all our sponsors. Just appreciate everybody that helps put this on and gives us a place to come hang out on a Friday night. And yeah, just, I don't know what to say. Just excited.
Where are you gonna stay up late again tonight?
I probably am. I got to go to my niece's 5-year-old birthday party tomorrow, and I got to leave early. It's about a 2-hour drive, so I'll probably be wired, and yeah, I'll probably rewatch the race before I go to bed, so I can sit back and enjoy the entertainment instead of being. I kind of felt like Noah Gragson. I might need to go climb the fence, and I might have done puked on my fire suit. I don't know.
Well, all right, man.
Puked on my whitey tighties.
Yeah. well, congratulations, man. It's a fun race, and it was fun to see you go out there and win this one. So, congratulations again, and yeah, good luck next week if you show back
I
up.
appreciate I appreciate it, Eddie. Come on.
All right, come on. Well, there you have it, guys. Fantastic race. Probably should have put Aaron's face up there. Man, what a great race. Gosh, I love Dover. I really like racing it more than watching it, though. I hate to say it because I can watch these guys race and you can tell how much fun they're having. All of them seem to be in good spirits. I know there's some people that's probably not having a good night, but um, yeah, we saw some wrecks, some big issues. Guys getting frustrated with each other, but man, I tell you, um, the racing up front, most of the race to the field was just top notch. So ARCA series always delivers. Thank you to Brandon Wallace putting this series on. Does a great job. Cofield Asphalt for finishing the Hard Luck Award. I mean, there's a lot of people that could take the Hard Luck Award, um, but I don't know who we'll give it to. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, the back half of the field. I mean, just a whole tough deal for some folks. But yeah, I want to thank all our sponsors. But congratulations again to Aaron, and thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next week for round 2.